Hey, I've been avoiding going live or recording stuff until my cold went away because you could sort of hear it in my voice. And then I just didn't want anyone to make any assumptions, but I am fine. Everything's fine. It was just allergies gone wrong a little bit. So we're all good. Other things still exist. You can still get a cold. So I just kind of wanted to if you hear it on my voice, number one, I'm fine. Number two, it's nothing. It's just a normal cold. But I did want to talk about this topic. Just catching my notes over here. I'm not talking about addiction. It covers such a large topic, but I want to talk specifically about the addiction that people have to seeking validation from others. I had a really good therapy session today where we weren't talking about this, but we were talking about the drama triangle and people within the drama triangle and who is the victim, the perpetrator. Let me just get those notes also. The perpetrator can also be the rescuer. I am the rescuer, or the bystander, and getting outside the drama triangle. How do you get outside the drama triangle, wherever that is in your life? Is people taking responsibility for themselves. And my therapist was talking specifically about people, and this can give you a visceral reaction because you don't want to be told if you could be better, you would be better, but she said that some people they just never get better because they don't actually want to heal, so they'll find every reason in the world to not get better. It's I haven't fully wrapped my mind around it. Well, what if they needed another source of getting better, And I guess I can kind of break it down this way. As you all know, or you should know by now, I am a certified health coach. I run a health coaching practice, and I help a lot of other people learn how to do that, how to help other people get healthy, particularly because it helps them keep their weight off. It gives them an extra layer of accountability. And so when you're dealing with lots of people with different personalities and different stuff, you sometimes get people complaining about people. And I always hear them out, but it comes down to this one thing. I'll get people telling me well, I would have lost weight, or I wouldn't have quit, or I could have done better if I had a better coach. Okay, listen, the coach is a really important part of your journey. The coach is 25% of your success. They give you a call for a couple minutes a week to give you that sense of accountability and someone to, know that is going to be calling you and giving you that push to keep going. But they're not your therapist. They don't replace a doctor. They don't replace, a myriad of things. And I'll tell you, I didn't actually have a coach for the majority of my journey because the person who had helped me get started pretty much disappeared pretty soon on. I still lost 60 pounds. Why? Because come hell or high water, I was going to lose that weight. And as long as you told me how, I could take responsibility for myself. I didn't need someone to call me every single week to make sure that I got my weight up. Did I want it? Of course. Was that part of what I had thought I was getting? Yeah, definitely. Do I call all my clients? Hell yeah. But do the other three parts of the program disappear because the nutrition, the education, and the community disappear because your coach didn't call you? Because you didn't, blend well with your coach personality-wise? No, it's just an excuse. I'll tell you that straight up. That is an excuse that people use when they don't want to take responsibility for their own journey. Why do I know this to be true? Because when people want to get better or healthy or mentally better or all the different things, they can do it. Is it nice to be able to work out with a trainer? Yeah. With a YouTube video? Sure. With a app? Great. Could someone who really wants to work out without a trainer work out? Yeah. If I tell you I haven't worked out since February because my trainer couldn't come because of Corona, it is the biggest crock of BS that I have somehow convinced myself to believe. If I wanted to work out, I could have done it on my own, but I didn't. If people want to get better or they want to do something or they want to get healthy, they will find a way. And if they don't want to get better or get healthy or fix something or find their path, they will find a way not to. And I don't like to say that to myself because there's plenty of things that I want to be better at. And I feel like I'm on the right path, but every time I go to therapy, I somehow uncover something else where I'm like, damn it, like, why is that still a thing? And so I do want to give us that moment of grace of knowing that, like, sometimes we just have to find the right time, the right way, the right words, the right mindset. Sometimes, like, you can't will a bone to be fixed. Like, you have to wear the cast and take the time. Same thing with mental, physical, emotional, relationship, all that, right? So I definitely think it's a fine balance. Like, when my therapist today said, like, if someone wants to get better, they would be. And then she's like, how are you feeling about that? And I was like, that makes me angry, because, like, maybe they just haven't found the right avenue or the right thing. Like, I know, like, I did 1 million diets and none of them ever worked. Are you telling me they could have if I wanted them to? Or are you telling me when I finally found my plan, something clicked and it worked? Chicken or the egg? I don't know which one comes first. I really don't. All I know is my plan works. But that being said, if we can, like, move through that part of this TED Talk, what then got me thinking about what I'm going to talk about next was this therapy session where, I do like to fix people. I am many times the rescuer in that drama triangle. And I have people in my life that are choosing not to get better. And that makes me angry because they're becoming the victim. And then in turn, I become the victim because they become the perpetrator. And it's just a freaking mess. And sometimes you just have to tell that person, listen, I love you. And I don't know what you're going through. And I'm sorry that you're going through that. But, like, I have my boundaries with this. And if you wanted to get better, you would be. I'm here for you. I support you, but kind of thing. And so it brings me to my next topic of, like, there are some people in my life who think I am all things. I am not. As much as I'm a fixer, I am not a therapist. I'm a really good mentor. I'm a really good coach. I can say that confidently, right? But I'm also not here to replace your inner love for yourself. And I think sometimes when people are broken from the trauma that goes on in our lives, I've had plenty of it, so I'm sure you've had your share also, we begin to wonder if we aren't whole, right? And we begin to patch up those unwhole feelings of within ourselves with outside validation. Ooh, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm great, tell me I'm wonderful, tell me I'm good at that, tell me, right? And we seek it by posting stuff on Facebook, and we seek it by asking our friends, oh, like, what did you think of that? Or we seek it by obsessively checking our 5-star rating on our whatever, if you have something, like, and we want our teachers to like us, and we want everyone, we just seek it. We seek the outside validation. And sometimes people will put that on you, like me, where it's like, that's not my job. My job is not to read your mind and tell you that you're doing a good job. If I happen to tell you that you're doing a good job, like, kudos to me for noticing, but also, like, you don't need it to know that you're wonderful. Like, you are whole. You are not broken. You might have things that need to be worked on and healed, and as you heal them, those broken parts of you will feel whole again. But, like, you don't need someone else to tell you that you're wonderful and amazing. Like, if you're doing hard work and someone doesn't tell you that you're doing hard work, does that mean your work doesn't matter? No. If you're doing the work and no one ever notices, you would still see the results of that hard work, right? Like, let's just use weight loss for a second. If you lost 40 pounds and not a single person congratulated you, does that mean you no longer fit into a smaller pair of jeans and your scale doesn't say you're down 40 pounds? No, you don't need someone to tell you that you look amazing for you to know that you lost 40 pounds and you have more energy and you're really proud of yourself, right? Same thing in work. Like, when I worked at my old job, I sought validation from the CEO because I didn't have enough validation within myself. It didn't matter if she thought I was doing a good job or not. I freaking was. And I know this now, 2020 hindsight. Hindsight's 2020. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. Like, now I know this. I don't need anybody to tell me I'm doing a good job. In fact, when you do, I'm like, thanks. That's another thing I have to deal with in therapy, but we'll get there. But, point is that if you're going to wait for me to tell you that you're doing a good job all the time, like, I'm going to fail you eventually because I'm not going to notice and I can't read your mind. And I have a lot of other things going on, like life and my own stuff and all the busyness. And I can't know all the time what's happening. And so if you're going to wait for a compliment, You might wait forever from some people. Like, it's never going to be enough. If outside validation is your only source of mental nourishment, then you will be mentally hungry for the rest of your life, because someone's eventually going to disappoint you. Everyone is responsible for themselves. You are responsible for making sure that you know you are wonderful, amazing, and talented and worthy. And you don't need anyone to tell you that for you to be wonderful, talented, and worthy. And if someone has convinced you that you need to wait for someone to tell you that you're doing a good job, or that, fill in the blank here, whatever compliment you're seeking or wanting, like, that is something you need to heal within yourself. Because just because I said you're doing a good job doesn't mean you should feel any better about yourself either. Like, sure, compliments are nice. I'm not saying they're not, but like, you still were doing a good job without me noticing. You still look beautiful without me telling you. You still are amazing without me telling you. And me is just the proverbial me. It could be your teacher, your boss, your husband, your partner, your friend, whatever, right? So listen, having accountability from someone's great. Having validation from someone's great. Having compliments from someone's great. It's all great. I'm not saying not to have it. I'm not saying not to be a giver of them. I try to give people compliments as often as I can. But if you're sitting around waiting for me to say, wow, you're doing a great job. If you're sitting around waiting for me to clap for you, like, clap for yourself. You are whole and wonderful without anyone telling you that you're whole and wonderful. And to be honest, to have the pressure on, like, to put that person on a pedestal like that is not fair. Like, it's not fair to put someone on a pedestal of, you didn't tell me I'm amazing today, and so now I don't know if I'm amazing, and I'm spiraling out because, I really deserve to be told I'm amazing. No one needs to tell you that. Like, that is something lacking within you. If you need someone else to tell you that you're amazing, for you to know you're amazing, you are amazing because you take up space in this world, and that is all that matters. And if someone else happens to take a moment out of their day to let you know that you're amazing, that is awesome. Like, that's extra. It shouldn't be the only thing that keeps you going. Right? Like, I saw this TikTok from this motivational speaker who said, if you're doing it, like, you'll know if your intentions are pure for whatever you're doing, like losing weight or dating somebody or buying something or decorating something or baking something. Like, if you're making dinner so that you can take a picture to post on Facebook for everyone to tell you how talented you are, like, are those pure motives? No. You could have easily slapped together a salad, but that's not TikTok worthy, Facebook worthy, right? So you'll know your own intentions if you ask yourself, if I do this thing, if I accomplish this thing in business, if I make this much money, if I buy this thing, if I decorate my room, if I look good in this dress, if I get this haircut, and no one ever knows, no one is ever given the opportunity to compliment me or to notice it or to ask about it, or no one ever knows, but you still have those, those beautiful earrings, or you still lost that weight, or you still bought that car, and no one in the world knows about it. If you're still happy with it, if that still makes you happy, then your intentions were pure, then you really wanted it. But if you're dating someone so everyone can congratulate you for how hot he is, or if you're getting that haircut so everyone can tell you how beautiful you are, or if you're, hitting different goals within your business so that you can get a compliment or a phone call from a mentor telling you how amazing you are, like, where are you in this equation? Who cares what they want or what they think or what they say? Like, what do you want? And I think that social media is amazing because it allows all of us to connect in such a great way, but it also robs people of their own ability to think, not just politically or emotionally, but like just in pure want. Like, just because Amazon suggested it to you doesn't mean you suddenly need that in your house. What do you want? And if you can rip away all the noise and close your darn eyes for a second and stop listening to all the stuff going on and ask yourself, what do you want? And trust your gut. Stop letting social media make you not trust your gut. Like we look at all these women who are photoshopped beyond belief, and like their skin looks perfect because it's not real. And then we're like holding ourselves up against false reality. That F's with your mind. Stop holding yourself up against false reality. Just because someone looks like they have it all together doesn't mean they do. No one should. Like, we're all works in progress, but we're all whole at the same time. We're all wonderful. We're all deserving. So stop seeking outside validation. No one is coming to save you. You are the only one that can save you. And if that is the only thing I took away from this therapy session today, which made me very uncomfortable, then great. Great. Because I can pass it on to you guys. Like, we can save ourselves. Stop seeking outside validation to make you feel better, to make you like yourself, to make you think you're beautiful. It doesn't matter what they think. If they think you're great, great. Icing on the cake. I don't care. I'm not waiting around for someone to tell me that I did a good job. I know I did a good job. Finished. Give me a compliment. I appreciate it. But I don't want to be sitting around hanging, waiting for somebody to tell me I'm great for me to feel like I'm great. I just want to know I'm wonderful and awesome and deserving without any of that. So hashtag goals, right? I would say so. Anyways, that's the story. I hope that this inspired you to maybe just think or to know that you're awesome. Or something, I don't know. But if you want to share it, bottom left-hand side, there's a little share button. You can press that, share it onto your wall. And if you have any thoughts, I would love for you to share them, comment them. Let me know what you think. Disagree with me, I don't know. But I don't just say these things to hear myself speak. I say these things to start a conversation and a dialogue. So let's get the dialogue flowing. Really curious what you have to think about this. You can always message me. Either way, I hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday. And school for some of us is starting tomorrow, so let's see how that goes. Sneeze guards are in. Masks are ready. It's going to be an interesting year. So I will leave you with that, but you don't need to have me say this, but you are 100% worthy of feeling validated within yourself. You don't need me to tell you that, but I still think it. So have a good night.